you guys, it's your girl Imani here, back for another video. Today we're doing a deep condition and deep talk because, just keeping it all the way honest, we are a little overdue for a deep condition deep talk. It's been a while, and just like where my headspace has been at and why I haven't been really posting as much as I'd like to, as much as I said that I was going to on social media. So pretty much today we are talking about my grief right now, like my grieving process over my mom over the last couple months, and yeah, just kind of like where my headspace has been at. So let's get started. All right, so before we start talking and getting all into the deep conditioner, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm using today. So I actually just finished shampooing my hair with the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage and Repair Antidote Shampoo, and I literally just bought that from the beauty supply store for, what's that, $15, which is a little pricier than I like to buy shampoos, but it's okay and right. And then I am going to go ahead and use their Ancient Egyptian hair mask for my deep conditioning treatment today. So, and I got this from the beauty supply store for $18, and y'all know I'm highly upset about that, but I haven't tried this line before and I hear a lot of good things, so I wanted to give it a try. Smells pretty good. I'm just mad I spent $18 on this tiny little jar here. Like, who do I think I am? Like, tax season come around and I don't know how to act. All right, so let's get all into the talk and deep condition. Also, I chose this mask because my hair has just been so dry, and like, I haven't been taking care of my hair, y'all. We're gonna get into that, but I haven't been taking care of my hair and it just needs like a really good treatment. So, you know, I wanted to give this a try. If you're not new to my channel, and I haven't gotten too many new subscribers lately because I haven't been very active, but if you are new to my channel, then you don't know. But if you're not new to my channel, then you know that about 2.5 months ago, I did lose my mom, and it was very sudden, but you know, we've talked about that. I talked about it in another video. You guys can go look for that if you want to. But pretty much, since I talked about how I've been kind of processing, well, not really processing, but like how I was dealing, I guess, in that video, you know, I just wanted to share with you guys like where my headspace has been, because this is different. Like, it's different. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I guess we can just get started with some of the cream. I'm gonna try not to be heavy-handed. Oh, do y'all see that? Whoa, whoa, where's it going? Where are you going? Stay there. All right, I'm gonna try not to be heavy-handed because this is a tiny jar and I need to use this a few times because we're not doing this. So pretty much, I think I explained to you guys how I felt when I was like returning back to work, and it was just like a kind of lost feeling and stuff, and it was really hard that first like week. It was hard not like have a whole breakdown, but it was hard not to cry and stuff, you know. But I wouldn't say I had a breakdown since the day that my mom passed. So that was after that first week back in like the real world. I would say like I'd have a little bit of days of sadness, but I wasn't like I wasn't breaking down. Like, I thought I was okay. Like, as okay as I possibly could be. And people from the outside were looking at me like, wow, like, I could never. Like, you're really strong. So on and so forth. And I really kind of fooled myself into thinking that I was. And I just, what I didn't know what I was doing was, I just wasn't even, I was bottling a lot up. Like, so I would say like after 3 or 4 weeks, like I would say well into, I don't even remember, maybe like beginning of February. Y'all know my mom passed at the end of December. So like beginning of February, 1 week, I don't know what, I was like laying in bed. I was just reading through like little Pinterest articles, and one popped up about like this lady who, she wrote like an article about her losing her mom, or like life after mom or something like that. And I was just like reading it, and then suddenly, like, she didn't even say anything that reminded me of my mom, but suddenly I broke down. Like, it was like really late at night and my son was in the other room sleeping, and I just had a whole breakdown. Like, I was loud, like I was sobbing like as if it was the day, like the day that she did pass, I was sobbing uncontrollably at certain points, and that's how I was that night. Like it was as if it happened the day before all over again. And I couldn't stop. Like I was shocked that I didn't wake my son up. That's how loud I was in here, crying and sobbing and just uncontrollable. Like I couldn't think, I couldn't pray, like nothing. Like I just couldn't. Finally went to sleep, and then I thought that was it. I was like, okay, I just needed to get that out because it had been, you know, like a month since I had a real cry. Well, that Sunday in church, I just was boohoo crying, and it wasn't like, cause you know I cry, you know, when I'm getting convicted and God is talking to me and I'm over here like, come on now, like pastor, stay on my business kind of stuff. But I wasn't like boohoo crying. Like it wasn't no conviction. It wasn't like I was sad and I was angry. Like I'm like angry, like. And I broke down in church too. Like I couldn't stop myself. My first lady, you know, came to me after service and was just consoling me and stuff and saying like, I've been watching you, and this was bound to happen because you're not letting yourself feel. You're not letting yourself feel what's going on. So, you know, when she said that, you know, I still was just like, okay. But then I started realizing that a lot of who I was and who I guess I thought I was really kind of going away. So for example, like my hair, for example, right? I just went like a week and a half without doing my hair. Now, if this was a couple years ago, Imani, that's not really a big deal. We know this. But y'all know that over the last year, I've really grown a love for taking care of my hair. So I've just been really falling off with like, not just my hair, but with self-care in general, giving myself like exfoliating myself and just pampering myself. And you know, I see doing things like this to my hair, like I'm pampering myself, you know what I mean? Like I'm pampering my hair, I'm giving it a good treatment, like I'm taking care of myself. And I just wasn't doing that not nearly as often. Like I would do it out of like obligation, because like I need to deep condition my hair because I don't want to suffer from too much breakage, kind of a thing, you know what I mean? And that's just like, everybody knows, like I love my hair. Like I love my hair. So when my hair is not done for more than like a week now, people are concerned. Like they're concerned. I also, you guys can see now, I got my nails done because I went on vacation. But before then, you know, I wasn't even thinking about doing nothing with my nails. I wasn't thinking about doing nothing, like no makeup or anything. Like I just wasn't. And then what was really concerning to me, honestly, is I would like to believe I'm a very organized person. I cannot, like, I've been writing things down in my planner, then I would like misplace my planner, which is very unlike me. Everybody knows that everywhere I go, I have my planner with me. Like, I gotta write everything down in my planner, like everything. Whereas now it's just like, I'm now getting back into the swing of like bringing my planner, writing it down and actually following through. Whereas that was never a problem. I'm not the type to write it in my phone, I write it in my planner. Like that's just who I was. Planning out my content calendar, and I had everything, you know, on swing. Like I was working it. Like I don't know, I just feel like I can't really get it together as far as that is concerned. Like, I don't know. And then to top that off, but I have a little calendar on my refrigerator, and you know, like the ones that you erase and stuff. And I didn't even realize that I didn't do this until I spoke with my first lady. But I haven't erased it. Like, it still says December. And I think I told y'all in another video, like my mom's birthday was also in December. So it's just like, you know, I can't erase December off of my board, which is also not helping as far as my organizational skills and keeping me focused on what comes, you know, tomorrow or next week. Because it was, you know, I would keep everything right there for me to see. I be missing dates on stuff now. Like, I don't know, like it's just not me at all. Like at all. So, you know, of course I've been trying to post again. I finally got the motivation to post because I do be missing, I like doing my hair. I finally got the motivation to do my hair. So like, I'm like, okay, let me run with it while I have this motivation. I love posting for y'all. Like I love making, not even for y'all, like I love posting. It's a nice little like activity for me, you know, like a hobby. Like I like to make videos. Editing can be a blow sometimes, but I like, you know, the aspect of social media. I do. So when I don't have that motivation because of this, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, you know, I have the motivation. Let me just get it done like in a bulk right now, in batches, because who knows how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I feel like I need to go through my hair one more time, but like, look how much I used already. Like, I'm blown. Like, I'm not going through this again. Maybe I'll use some from the top. I was at, was it Bible study? Or I think it was like just a class that we had at church. And Pastor was talking about, you know, how he himself has gone to therapy, you know, because when people in his family had passed, you know, some things, like, you have faith and you know where they are and you believe, and but it doesn't stop you from still hurting, still missing them, and still just needing somebody to talk to about it. And I'm a big believer in, like, I'll always be the one to be like, you can believe in Jesus and still go to therapy. Like, I've been to therapy when I was younger. So when he had said that, and I was just like, at the time, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna give. Like, I was praying, like, I need something, God. Like, I don't know how to process this. Like, I'm still angry. People always tell me, like, oh, talk to your mom, you know, like, write letters to her. And I think I'm still at a point where I'm angry. Like, I'm too angry to do that, and I just don't know how to get past it. And so I went to him. I went to my pastor and was like, you know, do you have any recommendations for me? Because I'm not handling this well. And, you know, honestly speaking, I know people who don't get over their parents' deaths. Like, and I'm not talking about like move on, because I believe I'll never move on. I don't think you ever move on from someone you love, you know, after they pass. But like, get over, in a sense that, like, getting your life back on track, kind of, you know. And my life is not on track as much as people see it from the outside, think it is. I know that it's not. And I'm like, I know people who don't have their life on track for years after their parent died. And let's be real, I don't want that. Like, I don't. And let's be real, my mom wouldn't want that for me, plain and simple. But I don't know where to start. When he had mentioned that, after me praying for something to give, I'm like, you know, I think it's important for us black folk, us Christian black folk, to understand that when we pray for help, sometimes it comes in the form of a therapist. And I saw that, and I saw it as such. So he gave me a number to a therapist or a counselor or something, or grief counselor. I'm not really sure what her title is, but, you know, he's recommended this person to quite a few people, and I trust his judgment. I'm gonna go on ahead and use their caps to seal this bad boy up real quick before I use my hot head cap. Y'all have already seen this in other videos, so I still use it. I use this often. But yeah, so I called her. The only issue is that she's pretty far from me. I still plan on seeing her. The only thing is, I'm like, I need a car. But anybody who doesn't know, I live in New York City, and you really don't need a car in New York City, but I do plan on getting a car very soon, just so, you know, me and my son can do things outside the city more often. But, you know, I told her as soon as I get the car, like that next week, I want to book an appointment, because I think sometimes people are afraid to acknowledge that they're not okay. But then, like, how do you get help if you don't acknowledge that you're not okay? Like, out of fear that people are going to judge them, or that some people who may have never been in that kind of situation feel like you should move on, so then you feel like you should move on, when in fact, like, for me, like I said, I can't erase my board. Like, I'm still living in December 21st. Really, December 20th. Like, she passed on December 21st, but I'm still living December 20th. Like, I can't move on in certain ways, and I don't want to always live in December 20th, you know? It is sometimes very nerve-wracking to admit this kind of stuff out loud to anybody, y'all, which is so many of y'all. And then even more nerve-wracking to bring this up to people I know, like, personally, because I feel like a lot of people feel like I should be moving on, you know? So it's hard to say, like, I'm not okay. Sometimes it can be hard to say, like, I'm praying, I believe, but I'm not okay. But that's why I'm glad that I have, like, the pastor that I do and the church family that I have, because, you know, they welcome me with open arms no matter what, no matter what it is, because we all fall short, and we all have feelings, and we all at times feel sad, and we grieve, and that's okay, you know? It's just, it still can be hard. Like, you still want to, you know, put on, like, tough guy, tough girl, act act, I guess, but all that does is hurt yourself, you know, and it keeps you from getting any kind of help. So that's just kind of where I am. I just wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, I haven't been as active, and I just wanted to let y'all know like where I've been, like in my mind. I'm okay, but I'm not okay, and I can acknowledge that I'm not okay, and I am working on getting help to become okay. All right, I need to get under this hot head cap so that I can get to doing my hair in a decent time. So I'm gonna go on ahead and end this video, put this on real quick. But that was it for my deep condition and my deep talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it or can relate, or hopefully maybe can't relate but understand. And you know, this isn't like a feel sorry for me. I really just wanted to let y'all know like where I am up here, you know. So yeah, I love you guys, and like I said, I have the motivation right now, so I'm doing a couple batch videos, so make sure y'all stay tuned for the next one. Okay, make sure y'all are subscribed, hit that thumbs up, all that good stuff, and I will see y'all for my next one. Bye.